Today is Sunday, April 16th, 2023. Please share this video or make your own video with Reverend Dr. William J. Barber and also State Representative Justin Jones. They're talking about fusion coalitions. Black, white, red, yellow, everybody coming together like in the 19th century when Reverend Dr. Martin King Jr. talked about how black men and white men voted together in fusion coalitions, not concerned about the color of skin. Yes, look at his March 25th, 1965 speech from Montgomery, Alabama, and he talks about the 19th century. Black men, white men voted together in fusion coalitions, not concerned about the color of skin. And by the way, the Civil Rights Act of 1875 was passed, March 1st, 1875, it said treat everyone equally, which the Supreme Court gutted in 1883. But July 2nd, 1964, they passed another Civil Rights Act of 1964, which Dr. King said in his Stanford University speech was weaker than the 1875 Civil Rights Act. What happened to the coalition between black men and white men in the 19th century? They brought in the Southern strategy. They brought in segregation to divide and conquer. But it's a brand new day. PoorPeoplesCampaign.org, PoorPeoplesCampaign.org. Repairs of the breach. Tomorrow, there'll be a Moral Monday in Tennessee. Tomorrow, Monday, April 17th, 2023, where you'll have faith leaders, you'll have young people, you have older people, middle-aged people, multiracial, multicultural, multi-class, multi-ethnic, multi-everybody. One race, human race, all human. America is about to be transformed to a brand new level. Praise the Lord.
Are the same people blocking voting rights.
Here we go. Let's go back a little bit.
They're not going to go alone. Clergy are coming out. You know, we have to change this narrative. It's not just about black and white. 30% of the electorate in Tennessee is poor and low wealth. There's not a state in the South where if you mobilize 15 to 20% of poor and low wealth people who have not voted, that you can't change political outcomes. But as Justin just said, too often they hide behind these false narratives. They don't know that the same people blocking their Medicaid and their health care are the same people blocking banning assault weapons, are the same people blocking voting rights, are the same people blocking them from having a living wage. And people are dying, people are hurting. Of the 3 million poor and low wealth people in Tennessee, 2 million of them are white. And so what we have to do is begin to do moral fusion. One of the things people miss about Reconstruction movement, Jonathan, it wasn't just black people. It was when black and white people, it was when former slaves and former freedmen got together with poor whites who figured out that they were being bamboozled. Dr. King said at the end of the Selma to Montgomery March in 1965, he said the greatest fear of the Southern aristocracy and extremists is for the mass of poor Negroes and the mass of poor white people to come together and form a new political voting bloc that can fundamentally shift the economic architecture of the country. That's why we can't caskets tomorrow. That's why we're going to be going with these young people and others into these districts, and people are already there. Clergy are going. We must put a face on this deadly public policy that is killing people, whether it's by the guns or denying health care or poverty. This is the policy of death and violence. We must lift up the politics of love and truth and life, and it can work. In North Carolina, when we did it, 10 years ago, 17 people started. By 8 months, 100,000 people are in the street. We sent home an extremist governor, an incumbent. We sent home some incumbent Tea Partiers. We beat them in the courts over voting rights. This can be done. This can be done. And that's why I'm asking people to keep these three legislators always together, Justin Jones, Justin Pearson, Gloria, but more so talk about what they represent, this moral fusion, intersectional coalition that is the hope of the South and the hope of the transformation in this country that runs right through poor and low wealth people. Poor and low wealth people organized to deal with policies of death, along with religious leaders and young people and gay people and straight people and people of every color and race and religion. That is the power, Jonathan, that can shift this country. I'm so hopeful in this moment right now. It's not going to be easy. It's got to be a fight. It's got to be struggle, but we can do this. We can do this.
Mm-hmm. And the Gloria you've mentioned in relation to Justin Jones and Justin Pearson is Gloria Johnson. Bishop William Barber, Tennessee State Representative Justin Jones, thank you both very much for coming to the Sunday Show. Next, it's time to sound off.
So Democrats, You have been given your talking points, all right? As well as listen to the speeches of State Representative Justin Jones, as well as State Representative Justin J. Pearson, all right? You have your talking points. Everyone on the same page. Medicaid for all. Free state colleges like we used to have in America. Quality education for all, right? We make sure everyone has a living wage, etc., etc., etc. So multiracial, multicultural, multi-ethnic, multi-class fusion coalitions. You must respond, and please go on my YouTube channel, go on my TikTok channel, you'll see these, a whole lot of them. You must respond 24/7 to the Southern Strategy. Listen to what Cornell Belcher, President Obama's pollster, said, how they used ads to scare white people, right, in November 2022 election. So read the book, Dog Whistle Politics, How Code of Racial Appeal Have Reinvented Race from Wrecked to Middle Class by Professor E. Handy Lopez. Read Reverend Barber's book, The Third Reconstruction. Read Reverend Congressman Adam Clayton Powell Jr., where a lot of the war on poverty and a lot of the progressive bills that help America, that everyone loves right now, came out of his committee. First African-American congressman from New York State, and chairman of the Education Labor Committee. Read his book, Atom by Atom, okay? Read Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King's book, Where Do You Go From Here? Chaos or Community. Go to the poorpeoplescampaign.org, poorpeoplescampaign.org. Go to reports. Go to the Souls of Poor Folk, where you learn that there are 66 million poor or low-wealth white Americans and 140 million poor or low-wealth Americans in general. A fusion coalition coming together. It doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter. We are all human beings. We've all been made in the image of God. We are all children of God. Thank you for being on my YouTube channel, TikTok channel, Instagram page. One race, human race, all human. Get ready for a major transformation, for a better day for all people in the United States of America, and therefore the entire world. God bless you. God keep you.